Hi everyone, welcome to Cook Along with Renee, and today we're going to do a little something different. This is going to be a video for if you're trying to get dinner ready, but maybe you just went shopping like I did, and maybe your kitchen is a complete disaster, and so you're just going to work along with me. I'll put some music in the background, and I'll just do it real time, and we'll get through our dishes, and I'll kind of lead you along and help you out with that. Okay, so we're gonna go quick here. I have some things that need to go into the fridge. So messy. I almost knocked things over that need to go in the fridge pretty immediately. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those into the fridge. If you don't have to put anything into your fridge, you can just go ahead and maybe organize your fridge. You might need to do both. I kind of do. So I'm just gonna grab some things and throw them where they need to go into my fridge. So go ahead and grab all of the things you need to do. Grab the things you need to do. Oh gosh. Man, it was a really long day. I have to say, I'm not gonna lie. My kiddos really wore me out today. We just have really hungry boys, and they're all growing. And it's a little out of control, just with how much they're constantly eating. I got to the point today where I kind of lost, was like, we're going to get a Costco pizza, because I didn't know what to do. What's going over there? They were just so hungry, even though I had just fed them. And I just was like, yeah, I gotta be real here. I cannot keep up with this food situation. Okay, so let's strategize here. I like to buy these cheese wheels, and I put them into a little clear container. I think this used to hold strawberries or something. So just go ahead. That was my little girl stomping, but it sounded like someone coming in my kitchen. I just throw these cheeses in here, and then it just makes them really accessible for the kiddos to eat them. And then if I don't want this and I don't feel like cheese wheels, I can put this in the recycling, and I didn't have to spend a bunch of money on one of those bins, and it's lasted forever. And then you can just toss that. Cool idea if you have those. I've also done cardboard boxes with mozzarella sticks, and I might come up with something for that when I get there, but today I'm just trying to get it in the fridge. And I think that's it for the fridge. Oh wow, I thought I had more than that, but I didn't. Woohoo! So good for you if you were able to kind of get a little organization going. I do have some things to rearrange because there are just some empty containers and old baby food that I don't know the date on, so sadly I have to toss. My husband will sometimes feed her, but then I don't know when he did, and he just doesn't remember, and there goes the baby food. Okay, and luckily it was just a couple bites left. Okay, I'll deal with the Costco pizza box later. Okay, so now let's get into the cleaning. So you might still be organizing your fridge, and that's all cool. Maybe you're doing it before shopping because you are smarter than me. I'm just going to go ahead and put the rest of my dishes away in my drawer here. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the first time on Cook Along with Renee where I don't have kids in my house except for my baby girl, because my mom took them shopping for my birthday. My oldest, who's only 9, organized that. He called my mom. He wanted to see if, they could. My husband works a lot, so it's pretty much impossible for him to do that. But he asked my mom, hey, I want to get my mom some things, and I thought that was really, really sweet of him to kind of take charge and do something sweet for me like that, which, he does care. His love language is definitely gifts. He loves giving gifts. It is one of his favorite things. Okay. Just grab anything you might have. Oh, it's still dirty. A clean dishwasher as well. If you don't have a drying rack, I do both because I have such a small kitchen. So yeah, you can put away your stuff from that, your dishwasher. Sorry, I realize when I'm talking, I lose my train of thought because I'm trying to focus on so many things at once. Probably even more than I realize. Okay. Just kind of run around your kitchen and put things away. It's so nice not to have to pause my video for the screen. Like, is this what other YouTubers without kids feel like? Like, is this what it's like? Like, just quiet. You could do so many fun things and like cool things. Like, I don't know. You could talk about things that maybe you couldn't in front of children. I wouldn't do that probably anyway, but like you could if you wanted to. Man, I'm really going on random tangents today. Okay. Empty olive can. That is what I made for dinner last night. I think what I'm going to start doing again is meal planning. I was just kind of being creative for a while. I go through these swings where I do meal plan and I'm so proud of myself. I don't know if any of you can relate, and you want to, you know, plan it out. You feel successful. You feel like you're saving money. You're doing your plan. Kids know what to expect, etc. And then you kind of, if something happens, like somebody gets sick, there's a party, maybe you couldn't get to shopping, you're budgeting, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to use what random stuff we have. And that's what happens to me. I fall out of my meal planning. It happens like, you know, every couple months. And then what happens is I just fall off the wagon and I get kind of excited because I'm bored, honestly. Like, I get bored of the meal plan. I'm like, oh, I can do what I want. I'm not going to follow my own rules. I'm a rebel. That's kind of how I feel like I'm breaking the rules of myself, which is kind of weird, but it gets monotonous, to be honest, especially if you do a repeating meal plan. So yeah, I just started going in creative mode, and now I'm getting to the point where dinners are getting too late. I don't have anything pulled, and that's fine for a while, and it's fine for like off-the-cuff moments. But you can only do off-the-cuff, and me personally, with so many children for so long, and then it just kind of falls apart. So for me, yep, I'm going to be going back to that, and I think I'm going to make a video walking through how I meal plan, and then I might do a repeat, but I will do a video for each of the, sorry, I saw a neighbor right by, for each of the meals that I have on repeat. So if you want to follow along with that meal plan, I'll have videos, and then you can just do it yourself, and then you won't need to watch my videos anymore because hopefully you master it and kind of make it your own a bit. Okay, so I just finished putting away all my clean dishes, at least the ones that I need to make room. And I'm going to go ahead and start getting my gloves on. And I don't know if you're a glove person, but I have become a glove person. And I can't go back. So I try to take really good care of my gloves. So I'm going to clean up what I have here, and at this point I'm just going to do it in silence so that you can not just hear me babble the whole time. And I'll put on a nice song, and we'll just listen to some music during this cleaning part where we're really getting our dishes. So make sure, you know, I'm going to grab my dishes from the table. Shout out to Clean With Me. It's it's also a YouTube channel, but it's started it's kind of like a podcast, and she has some great videos that talk about cleaning along as you go, and I am obsessed, and they just have so many good tips. So one of those tips is to grab all of the things off of your table, like in your bedroom if you have any dishes there. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a mess. This whole time my kids are going to be gone, I'm just going to be cleaning. And I homeschool, so I will just be cleaning. I'm just cleaning. I never really get a break to clean. I have to clean and do things at the same time, which is kind of honestly a little chaotic with this many children, but okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and start the cleaning. Let's give you a better view so you can, woo, not that you're going to feel. Heyo! Mostly females watch this channel, so, you know, that's okay. Okay, here we go. Here's my dirty sink so you can get a real view of what I am doing. I scrub my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher, so that's what you'll see me doing right here. I'm just putting things in the dishwasher if you can't see me. you've put your dirty dishes into your dishwasher. If you haven't, that's okay. Maybe you don't have a dishwasher, so you were just getting everything ready to soak. Maybe you started scrubbing and you're drying. That's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and scrub all of these dishes up, rinse them, and then put them on my little drying pad. And I will go ahead and continue the music because I'll have water running, so it makes it a little trickier to hear me. And then when I'm putting stuff away, I can just kind of finish up and yeah, just kind of give you some fun stories of the day.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Yeah, please just blow this flame away. And I hold on for rainy days. It feels like a decade, just please come and save me. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Fire, fire.
all of the dishes that I needed to put into my dishwasher in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in. I really love powdered dish soap or dishwasher detergent. Or, let's see, that's laundry. Oh, I swear I do laundry and clean every day. Okay. Go ahead and start your dishwasher if you haven't already. Boom. And then I just have a couple more things to clean, and then I will tell a funny story while I put away the rest of my things. And then I have to quickly make dinner because guess what, you guys? It's soccer practice. I'm already exhausted. I can't help it. I'm just so tuckered out. Okay, so this has really intense flour stuck on there, so I'm just going to let that soak back here till I clean up dinner because I can't be bothered. Aw, SpongeBob fell off into the rest in peace arm. Yeah, I need to definitely get a new sponge at the end of this episode. And I will be grabbing a new one. I really try to wear them out. But when they start shedding, you know, time to go. And I might be the only one. I'm gonna pause here. I might be the only one, but I actually just wash my bibs in the sink. It says machine wash cold. Yeah, I've never done that. I've always just soaked them in hot water and scrubbed them without I don't use the scratchy side. I just use the soft side of the sponge. And I've done that with all these kind of plasticky bibs, and I've done that for a really long time. So, not sure if anyone else has done that, but maybe it's a cool life-saving hack for you. If you don't want to wait till laundry day. I'm gonna run my disposal. Okay, so now that I've done that, I am gonna go ahead and clean up just kind of my countertops real quick. I'm gonna put away anything that was in the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my groceries away. And we can just share fun stories. I guess I can't hear your stories. It'd be cool if I could. Be fun to do a live video. I really, really want to get to 50 subscribers just so that I can do live cooking videos, because I think they would be so fun. Or days where I know the kids can't jump in. Like this would have been a cool live video. It's very rare that it happens. Oh golly gee. Whew. Cornmeal is no joke. You might not have even seen that whole mess of cornmeal that I just cleaned, but I just have a spray here I use. It's just homemade. It's a little Castile soap. I'm spraying by the sink real quick. It's a little Castile soap, a little essential oil, and vinegar, just white vinegar from Costco in those big tubs. And then I just kind of use that. I also have done a little ones where I've kind of had like alcohol in it as well to really sanitize it. But we don't put raw meat right on our counter or anything crazy, so this is fine. Okay, good enough on that side. I am determined to keep a clean kitchen tonight because I have soccer. Woo! I just wrapped myself around my around my hole there. Oh, how did I do that? Okay, guys, bear with me. I have definitely like walked away from my tripod and had it just kind of tumble, if you will. And I'm trying not to do that because I want my phone to last. I didn't get it that long ago. Just taking a paper towel and kind of drying up. Anyways, yeah, it's soccer, and I realize if I don't get my stuff clean when we come home, one, my husband goes right from work to practice. Two, the kids have to go right into bed, and then it has to be quiet, and our nursery's right off the kitchen, which echoes really bad. And so even with rugs, even if I fold the towel down, and my husband's like, I don't know if anyone else has a husband that just everything is just crash, boom, splashing water, clanking things, breaking something. And no offense to my husband, I don't know if it's just like all men are a little that way in the kitchen. I'm like a little, when everyone's sleeping, a mouse. I'm like, oh, like drawers, like, barely making a sound. Okay, I'm gonna take my gloves off. So if you're done wiping up your counter, ooh, my oven looks my stove, I'm gonna just kind of wipe that puppy down. Oh, look, I forgot my cast iron. So I'm just gonna prep it by just throwing some salt in there so I don't forget to do that later. And it's already halfway there. That's gonna be an abrasive to help me get off that gunk. And then I'll add a little olive oil when I get to that. So I'm just going to let it sit on there for a second. Kind of clean up. Oh, look, a random chopstick. And I probably need to wipe those down, but I want to get this done. So I will save that probably also for another time. Keys, also important. My glove here. And then, where'd my sponge go? Oh, there it is. Hold on. I'm all kinds of backwards. I always think I'm done, and then I see that I look around, I'm like, oh no, I'm not done. I just have so much more that gets messy that I don't realize, and then I see an angle, I'm like, no. And that might be my little perfectionist self coming out. And I know you're supposed to just like, let it go, walk away. You won't have time to do anything else, but I just like to see the job at least somewhat complete. Somewhat not disgusting. I will just sacrifice not cleaning the stove, which, I do like to try and get done as much as possible. I'm going to just kind of wipe down my sink as well here. This is whatever soap I have left on there. If you have a soap, a special cleaner for your sink, you can use that too. I just use dish soap. Okay, and I am going to fill my Berkey really quick. It's how we filter our water, so bear with me on that. Pretty handy. Oh, man, tomorrow is my birthday. And I'm turning old. I'm not even going to say it on here. It's kind of weird. It kind of makes you think about what you've done in your life, and when you get to those older ages, when you have more wisdom. It's like a good day of contemplation. And honestly, I kind of forgot it was coming. My kids are like, it's like in 2 days. I'm like, it is? Look at the calendar. Oh gosh, it's already that time. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna take off my gloves now that I've officially caught all those little spots. Maybe you have too. Hopefully this is motivation, even if you're just watching this and you haven't gotten up yet. If that's you, you should get up right now and rewind the video and do it with me. Okay, my floor's kind of messy, but I'm just going to keep going. So let's do the socks first. I got a lot of socks at Costco because we were low. I was so pumped because I thought I got a good deal at Target for my oldest boy. And I bought him these Target socks for Christmas. And then I realized, these are me and my husband's, that they pill. They pill so bad, you guys. I went downstairs and there's just black little crummies everywhere, and also, hang with me. They have holes. Like they already, like he wore them twice, and I was like, okay, checks out. Okay, you guys, we're taking it into the bedroom. It's kind of dark. I'm just gonna throw them on the bed. My room is a huge mess. So let's go this way. Getting like a cool view of my home. I wish I could like find a better way to do my tripod. This is just, it's like I kind of grab it like a selfie stick, which I think it does turn into, but it's just so hard to like angle it, and you know, I'm just so new. I'm sure if I eventually make money from, you know, doing something one day, I will be able to afford a better tripod. But this works for now. Okay. Oops. Let's figure that out. Okay. I'm going to put my snacks in my snack bin, which I'll pull out to show you. We have allergies to peanuts, not super severe, but this is a protein for me that I have valued. Helps with my folate, so I keep it way up high where nobody can get it. The powder goes everywhere. He's not like that allergic to it, so I'm just still really cautious about it. I have to do a food challenge, or I need to, but it kind of terrifies me, and I want him to be able to kind of make that choice. I know you're supposed to do it early, so if there's anyone that's done that, write in the comments your experience. Like, did you find it scary or helpful? So I try to make my foods kind of allergy friendly. You can see I have more food over here because this is my kind of upstairs pantry, and then I also have a downstairs pantry. I have a lot of food that I rotate around, so this is going to go in the pantry upstairs. I'm just going to slide it over here, and then I will come over and show you how I have it kind of organized. But so, fun story. I wanted to make leftovers yesterday for my lunch, and I was so pumped for these leftovers. They were from it was from one of my videos, the stir fry rice with soup, and it was just the rice and veggies, and it smelled so good. I had it all ready to go. I heated it up in my convection oven because we don't use microwaves. And what happened was I took it out and I got all my toppings on. I got my cilantro, I got my sesame, I got my just everything really. And then what happened was let's see if I can. After I got everything ready, I turned because someone was yelling, and I knocked the Pyrex straight off the counter, and it exploded. And I don't just mean it like, oh, it kind of cracked. No, it shattered. And I'm pretty sure it was one of the oven safe ones. It's possible that I also probably shouldn't have heated it up in my little convection oven on turbo, mind you, not bake. So it could have been that, possibly. I don't think it would have been. I let it warm up with it in there. But who knows? Whatever the case was, it shattered. And it was so micro that it just blended in with the rice. And it shattered every which way of my kitchen, all the way to the dining room, all the way to my buckets, all the way to my girls' nursery by this pantry right here. And I was like trying not to cry because it had been already such a long day. And I just couldn't. I was like, I just can't right now. It's gonna get my mustards there. Just kind of organizing as I go. Because I'm always like kind of rearranging and changing how things are organized in here. And it kind of gives me a good idea of dinner ideas. Like I'm seeing this coconut milk in here and I'm thinking, ooh, that would make a really yummy curry. And that would be a fun one to film. I love yellow Thai curry. Or yellow curry. It's my favorite kind. So, and I like to do all my seasonings from scratch. So there's my little girl. She hears me, so she's sad. I think she's kind of just waking up. Okay, so let's see if I have. Oh yeah, I forgot I had these for my girl. I like to keep my baby food here. I have like morning lunch. Oh, here, let's so you can see it. Oh, I'm gonna just get us out of this down mode here. If you want to look up and you're also putting things away still, you could be organizing a cabinet right now. But I realized I was doing morning and then lunch and then dinner, and I had them like stacked, and I would kind of like do different mixes of different types, and then I would just go through and grab them. But she's getting so big that she's doing 2 jars, 2.5 packs. So she's kind of ready, and I've been, doing these little teethy cracker type things and little grasping, how they rake things. So I am getting ready to start making her own food, cutting up bananas into pieces, cutting avocados. So we're kind of dwindling our supply here. Probably going to continue with the Serenity Kids. It's more expensive, but it fills her up more and has good protein. Oh, honey, I'm coming. Okay, so this is my snack box, and I'll give it a good look once I make sure I'm not tripping myself. And this is my favorite thing here. It is just a box, a cardboard box that has a bunch of snacks in it. And, it's loud. When my kids are hungry, it's just easy to grab this box of things. And I try to kind of mix a bunch of things like protein, crackers, like some kind of natural date bars, like definitely some processed stuff. Like sometimes I let them get treats, like a little bit of processed food, or sometimes these are good. Like, oh my gosh, we're running to the park, and I'll grab my reusable bags and I'll throw a little of each thing in there. And then the nice thing about it is you don't have that mess in the back. Like if you have deep pantry cabinets and you lose stuff back there, you know what I'm saying? Like you open some potato chips and then a year later you're like, I should organize this, or maybe a couple years later, and then you realize, oh my gosh, everything in here is rancid and rotten, and I never used it. I ate it once. So because I'm short, it's maybe a short girl thing. I just I like to put it in this way. So I have a little. You want to see my label, you guys? I have a label. It's so awesome. Kids snacks. I'm so creative here. I make labels. You won't find a PDF for the marker though. Sorry guys. It's just going to have to be your own creativity if you make your own. I'm going to move this Costco box. Okay. So there we have it. I'm going to get my little girl because she's been kind of whining long enough, and that was kind of my cleanup. I'm going to do those other things probably when I'm making dinner. I have something on the stove. And now I have about 25 minutes to make the fastest dinner ever. I am going to, next time my husband has a weekend and my birthday's over, I will be doing a meal planning video, and it'll be kind of a different format. Maybe I'll edit it with my nice camera or something, and we will make some really fun recipes that are really basic and friendly. And I'm thinking about doing a couple just beginner videos for just basic things, like maybe just a rustic bread that's not sourdough, but it's kind of like sourdough, and just how to kind of plan your day around that if you're working, or if you're a stay-at-home, or if you're staying at home and homeschooling, or staying at home and working. So lots of combinations these days. So yeah, just subscribe and like. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I'm noticing I'm getting a couple that are not my family. So if that's you watching this, which who knows if any of you have made it this far, but if you have, even if you like skip to the end, thank you so much. Because I don't know, I just want to do this for community. I'm probably never going to make money off of this, but if I can make like 10 friends that are in the same boat and we can relate to each other, then I've done my job. Okay, anyways, I hope you had fun cleaning with me and follow along for more cooking videos. I'll see you soon.